So what is going on, everybody? Today I'm excited to talk about season 11, but one thing I won't do is I'm not going to hype this season up because at the end of the day, we're not 100% sure what we will get. If you watch Road Gold's video or any of the other YouTubers who've been covering this, they've been typically hyping up season 11, saying this is supposed to be the most hyped season based on some comments that Yannick mentioned a while back. And at first, it talks about, in that clip, he talks about season 9 was probably one of their best seasons, and he says season 11 is going to be even better. And when I first heard this, I thought about that new game mode Descent that's supposed to be coming with season 11, but it has been delayed. So we don't exactly know when this game mode will be coming out. So typically when we get a new season, we get a new manhunt, which I know that we're gonna get with season 11. And what manhunt, who's the boss, we don't know. Will it finally put closure to General Anderson, who got away, Natalia Sokolov? Will we be able to go after those, right? Will they be our manhunt targets? We really don't know at the moment, but what I will tell you guys is I don't want to really hype up the season because I don't want people to get disappointed with this. To be honest, guys, the most new content we've gotten from the Division in the last couple years was what? Countdown. And while Countdown is a great game mode, that is all we've gotten, right? Since Warlords of New York, there hasn't been a major expansion. We got the Summit, which I think was pretty disappointing, but Countdown made up for it and was actually a lot better, and a lot of people enjoy it, right? A lot of people enjoy Countdown. Now there's a new game mode Descent coming, and I'm very excited based on what we've heard, the little snippets. We don't know the full details, and they're kind of keeping it kind of quiet. They haven't really given us any type of gameplay for it, but it will be cool to see once they do get further along and they have something to show us. Now, the product developer Morton did come out and respond to Road Gold's video. If you guys haven't watched that, might want to take a look. He says, I will say this, when we hyped it up as a big season, it included Descent. But story-wise, it is still super interesting season for sure, and something I really look forward to. Now, just with those comments alone, that let me know, hey, we probably aren't gonna get Descent anytime soon. So season 11 will come out, but we probably aren't going to get anything more than something that's going to continue on the story, something that we've seen in our manhunt. So I just don't want everybody to get too hyped up about it. The story will continue on, but as long as we can keep our expectations in order, I think most people won't be disappointed because, hey, we gotta admit, since season 9, the manhunt missions have gotten better and better, and the little bit of story that we get and a little bit of information we get make them fun, right? But overall, it still is a manhunt, right? You go through, you complete control points, you complete activities, whatever you need to do to unlock that manhunt. You unlock that person, then you wait a little bit, you unlock the next person, you wait a little bit, you unlock the next person, and once you finish off 4 manhunts, then you have the main target that you could do right after you finish the 4th target. And that's it. But we do get a little bit of story, we get a little bit of dialogue, we get a little bit of that intel that keeps us going. But at the end of the day is once we complete that, there really isn't much else. It's not like they're adding a whole new area like they did with Warlords of New York, or adding an expansion, or adding some type of DLC. Now, that is just to keep everybody's like expectations in order. And while I'll be playing season 11, I just wanted to let you guys know we're not getting Descent right away. So I just don't want people to get that expectation of having that new game mode, which, as Morton said, that's when they said it was going to be the biggest season ever. But now we're not getting that game mode. We still are, but just not yet. So as long as we can keep those expectations together, I think everybody will be pleasantly surprised. And if you guys haven't heard, they actually sent out emails for the ETF. I have not been selected, so I am not part of it. So not all big YouTubers get selected. So hey, look, I was one of the YouTubers who didn't get selected for the ETF. So there's probably other YouTubers who did, but look, I didn't get selected, and that's just letting you guys know. Not everybody who has a channel, a big channel, gets selected. So whoever did get selected, hopefully you guys give that good feedback and you guys can produce something very fun and enjoyable for everybody to have fun, and that's all we can really hope for this. At the end of the day, guys, I hope that they are working on the next installment of The Division. I just think that's where The Division needs to go. I think there's a lot of things that can be improved in this game that we won't be able to because of the coding. And things like just having an open world game. Like right now, you guys see, I am currently just farming control points. If you guys haven't heard, in Division Resurgence, a random player could randomly be just running around, see me doing this, and come help. And that's what's cool about it. That's something new that we haven't seen, right? Before, the only time you see anybody in your open world is if there were a teammate in your party and they're in there. But in Division Resurgence, that's not how it works. It's a full MMO, so that means you could run into random people. And that's the first time we've had that in a Division game. And that's why I think most likely they won't be able to implement that in the Division 2, but that would be something that they could implement in Division 3. And the way that they're doing the Dark Zone, I thought was actually a really cool aspect to the Dark Zone, where you have a timer of 20 minutes and you got to go in there. It's kind of like a mini survival. You have to go in for a purpose. You just don't sit at the checkpoints. You go in, you have to loot stuff, you have to get your stuff out, and you have to worry about other players not getting your stuff out. It get a risk reward aspect to the Dark Zone. It makes it fun, and as long as they put the loot in there like they're doing Division Resurgence, I think that would actually be a cool way for them to do Division 3. I just think there's a lot of things that they could take from Division Resurgence after playing it. And I'll tell you guys, if you guys haven't, or you guys want to try a different feel of the Division, definitely give Division Resurgence a try when it comes out. It is going to be free to play, and what I've played of it, I didn't get to play a lot of it, but what I did get to play of it, I will tell you, it was actually really enjoyable. The one downfall, it is on mobile. It does look really good, even on mobile, I would tell you. But obviously, if you like playing on consoles, you want something that looks a little bit better, you might be a little disappointed. But overall, I think Division Resurgence is a very solid game, and I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy it. And I think it's really the next installment of the Division until we get a Division 3, right? Because right now we have the Division 2 and we just have seasons, and it's kind of just every season we get something like a little bit more of the story, not too much in game modes. We are going to get that one game mode Descent, and before that we got Countdown. So I would love to see some expansions. I would love to see maybe a different DZ in New York City. I would love to see New York City expanded upon. There's a lot I would like to see with the Division. I just feel like Division 3 would be the best way to do that, instead of using the resources just to keep building on to Division 2. But who knows when that will happen? Who knows if they're already working on it? Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Season 11 and what you guys think is coming. I'm going to tell you guys, I just wanted to let everybody know, just don't get too hyped for the season. Yeah, the season should be good, just like the last couple since Season 9. But I honestly just don't want everybody to really get disappointed, and I feel like a lot of people have been disappointed with the Division 2 recently. All right, guys, we're wrapping up here, guys. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love, and let me know what you guys think about Season 11. What do you expect in it, and what do you think will be coming? I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.